Welcome to Alive to Thrive OT. I'm Tracy Schnabel.
And I'm Lauren Lyman.
And we are two occupational therapists that noticed a gap in the healthcare system, predominantly with nutrition and mental health. Everything that we provide here is for informational purposes only. That's our disclaimer. And we do not give any warranties or representations for the information provided on this YouTube channel or on the website. If you have a specific medical concern, please consult with your direct medical provider. If you have an emergency, please call 911. And for today, we're going to be talking about 6 sleep hygiene tips to help you have better overall health. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay, so I know pretty much everybody knows that you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. But sleep hygiene is about more than just quantity of sleep, it's about quality. So we really want to talk about the quality aspect because I feel like that gets forgotten. People are like, oh, I get my 8 hours, I'm fine. Or people get their 8 hours, 9 hours. They wake up and they're really tired and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Some people admittedly just don't get enough sleep. And that could be in your control. It could not be in your control if you have a lot going on in your life. But even if you don't get enough sleep, the least you can do is improve the quality of the sleep that you are getting. So let's talk about quality. What can we do to improve your sleep hygiene, improve your quality of sleep so that you feel better in the morning and that you're able to heal? Because remember, sleep is restorative. Your body uses that time to heal damaged tissues, damaged cells, to clean up cancer cells and fix the body. So if you're not getting good sleep, you're not fixing everything and you're not fully healthy.
Yeah, in a study, they found that people that got less than 6.5 hours of sleep were more likely to get sick.
Yeah. So yes, quantity is important, but we all know that, and it's like a one sentence thing, 7 to 9 hours. Okay. Yeah. But let's talk about quality. So what are things that you can do to improve your quality of sleep? The first is manage your stress. Yeah. So sleep, I cannot say this enough, sleep is not an escape from stress, and it's not an escape from your life. So whatever is happening in your day-to-day waking life, it's going to carry over into your sleep. Unresolved emotions are going to carry over into your sleep. Underlying trauma that you're not dealing with is going to carry over into your sleep. Yeah. The stress of work is going to carry over into your sleep. Sleep is not a coping mechanism. Sleep is, you need to use your coping mechanisms, your coping skills to manage your emotions and deal with your stress so that you can improve your sleep at night. So do not use sleep as a way to escape from your life because it's not doing anything but damaging your health. Okay? Yeah. Number 2 is supporting your body's natural melatonin production. So I know a lot of people will take melatonin, but there are things that you can do to help your body produce it itself. So at night, naturally, as the sun sets, as it gets darker, our body starts producing melatonin in preparation for sleep. But now we live in houses, we have technology, we have electricity, we keep all of our bright lights on, we run our TVs and our phones and all that, and it disrupts melatonin production, which makes it harder to fall asleep, harder to stay asleep, harder to get good quality sleep. So what can you do? Avoid bright lights in the few hours prior to bed. If you have any dimmer switches, I always recommend dimmer switches. I think they're great. If you have any dimmer switches, turn the lights down. You can have them on because obviously you want to be able to see, but turn them down. Also, orange hues don't tend to disrupt that melatonin production, so you could even have like a lamp with an orange hued bulb in it, and then that won't disrupt your melatonin production. You really want to avoid the blue lights. So those blue hued lights come from the TV, your computer, your phone, all of that. What's really nice is, I don't know about the TV, but computers and phones have night mode on them where they can get rid of that blue hue and make it orange. Personally, I have it on all the time because the blue is not good for your eyes, but at least you can maybe at like 6 o'clock start to set you can set a schedule on your phone where every night at 6 o'clock it'll switch over to that orange hue. Takes a little getting used to, but it's really not inconvenient or disruptive to your life in any way. And then I'm going to say this and you're going to laugh at me. Turn off electronics 2 hours before bed. So Probably not the most realistic thing, but if you're like a reader, if you like to read, maybe instead of reading your book first thing in the morning, read it, at night. So instead of watching TV at night, you can do your reading at night. Rearrange your schedule so that the technology stuff is earlier and then the more natural stuff is later. So do what you can. Number 3 is pillow placement. So it's really important, pillow placement, and I want to say like the mattress. So let's talk about the mattress too. It's really important that you have a supportive mattress. So all of these like memory foam, squishy mattresses and stuff, it's like, it's okay. It's not great. You want to have a supportive surface that's supporting your natural spinal curvature. And then you want to use pillows to help additionally support. So a flatter pillow underneath your head is good. We don't want to be having the head like this, if your head's forward because of all those pillows, that's not good positioning. So you want to have something, ideally if you sleep on your back, you wouldn't even use a pillow, but if you want to use like a nice flat pillow, keep your head like this instead of like this. You see what this is doing to my neck? Not good. And as Tracy has said in other videos, every inch is
out of alignment. Is that adding actually like 10 pounds to what your neck muscles and spine has to support.
So if you're sleeping like this for 8 hours at night and then during the day you're using technology and you're like this, then your natural spinal alignment is going to be so thrown off and you're going to be forward all the time, and then it's adding more weight, it's adding tension, it's adding stress to the body, and then it causes chronic pain, inflammation,
bulging discs.
A lot, it causes a slew of health issues. So you want to make sure during the day you want to have good posture too, but definitely at night, make sure you're sleeping in a way that's supporting healthy posture. And also, if you're uncomfortable at night and you're not realizing it because you're sleeping, your body knows. So just like when you're stressed, if you have discomfort, if you're out of alignment, your body's not going to feel great and you're not going to sleep as well. So if you sleep on your back, if you can get a little pillow, like a cylinder-shaped pillow, and put it under your knees, that'll provide a little support there so you don't have low back pain from having your legs straight. If you are sleeping on your side, you want to get a pillow for in between the legs, because if you think about how you're standing, when you stand with your feet shoulder width apart, that's normal, that's natural. But when you're lying on your side, now gravity is bringing that one leg in. So it's causing an unnatural position. It's not a neutral position for your hips. So you're starting to adduct your hips and then you're out of alignment. So put a pillow there to keep some space between so that your hips are in neutral and you won't have hip pain.
My chiropractor actually used to say if it doesn't disrupt it too much, he said that like if you're one of the people that kind of wake up and in the night, it's to rotate positions. So you're on one side, but then you're balancing it on the other so that your body doesn't formulate to the one side.
Yeah, like I always, and I think that's kind of natural too. Like we wake up, we're a little uncomfortable, so we turn over. It's like our body's natural way of being like, okay, I got to even it out,
Yeah.
So pillow placement is important. Supportive mattress is important. Number 4 is temperature. So we actually sleep better when it's colder.
Wow.
And it's so uncomfortable. I love to like snuggle up in my blankets. I'm not great about this one, but I don't bundle up in a bunch of clothing. I don't wear fleece, things that aren't like breathable. You want to wear breathable cotton, use sheets that are breathable, and you want to have the temperature turned down. So the higher the temperature, the worse quality of sleep you're going to get. So I think ideally they said like 65 to 68 degrees or something, like cold. Oh, wow. So, that's up to you to do, but at least sleep in things that are breathable, that aren't retaining heat, because that's, you want to be able to have your body breathe and sweat out whatever you need to sweat out. Okay, number 5 is no distractions or disruptions. So sleep cycles are actually where the quantity part comes from. So they say 7 to 9 hours. That's not just based on like, well, you need 7 to 9 hours. It's based on sleep cycles. So you go through this cycle of like you're lightly sleeping, you go through your REM cycle, your rapid eye movement, your deep sleep cycle, and kind of filter in and out. And so when you wake up naturally, you wake up at the end of one of your sleep cycles, unless you're disrupted. You're disrupted by an alarm, or you're disrupted by TV. If you sleep with your TV on, that is so disruptive for you. It's so bad for you. It doesn't allow you to get into that deep sleep. So, each sleep cycle takes 2.5 to 3 hours depending on the person. So that's where they get their number of, 7 to 9 hours of sleep, 3 sleep cycles. So TV, radio, turn it off if you like to fall asleep to them. If you can't fall asleep to anything else, first, I would say try a meditative app on your phone to fall asleep to that. Second, I would say try a noise machine that plays white noise, so nothing like that your brain has to think about, just like a fuzzy white noise or something. And then third would be put your TV on like sleep mode, where it's going to turn off in a half an hour.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, in a study, they found that people that go to sleep with the TV on are more likely to have cardiovascular problems. It's really important to do what she's saying. Yeah.
And then another disruption would be your partner snoring. So whoever you're sleeping with, if they have like wild, vivid dreams or whatever, and they're acting out their dreams, if they're snoring, if they're keeping you up in that way, that's all going to affect your sleep too. So you want to make sure that those issues are addressed, and, that's going to affect your health. So snoring, and we're going to talk about this is actually number 6, addressing breathing issues, is not only important for the person who is sleeping and who is having the breathing issue, but to the person they're in the room with, or the person that they're waking up, because you're disrupting those sleep cycles. So addressing the breathing issues. Why is this important? Well, snoring isn't just a bad habit or something that happens just because. It's a problem. I'm sorry, but if you snore, you have a problem. So you need to address the underlying cause to that problem. Is it a structural issue with your nose? Is it a sinus infection or chronic sinus issues because of your work environment or because of toxins in your home? Is it an obesity issue, because people who are obese or people who have larger necks tend to snore because, again, it's a structural thing, but it's something that can be resolved. So figure out why you're snoring, because when you snore, your mouth is open. When you breathe through your mouth, then this is snoring, but this is also mouth breathers. If you are a mouth breather, because you can't breathe through your nose, it puts your body in a state of emergency. Mouth breathing is not natural for us. It's natural for us to inhale through our nose. So when we're forced to inhale, and I'm doing it right now because I'm like talking a mile a minute, but when you're forced to inhale through your mouth, it puts your body in a state of emergency. Like, oh, something's wrong. We have to breathe through our mouth. So if you're a mouth breather at night, I know, and we talked about this in another video, there's a kid who was about to be diagnosed with autism, had a lot of behavioral problems during the day. They started mouth taping. It's special tape. Don't like duct tape someone's mouth closed, but it's special tape because he had this habit of sleeping with his mouth open. So they started the mouth taping at night, and all of a sudden, all of his behaviors, all the behavior issues were resolved. All the symptoms of autism were gone. And they said, no, he doesn't have autism. It was just a sleeping problem, because that state of emergency, that state of panic throughout the entire night resulted in issues while you're awake. Because again, sleep is restorative and we need good quality sleep to be healthy. So snoring issues, if you're a mouth breather in general, you can have someone check on you throughout the night and see if you're breathing through your nose or your mouth, or you can tape your mouth and see if you start feeling better. Again, special tape, so don't go duct taping your mouth closed. Because if you need to, the mouth tape, it's little strips, and if you need to break open for, life-saving purposes, it's going to allow you to open your mouth. It's not like shutting your mouth where you can't breathe if you need to. So, all of this is about waking up feeling refreshed. If you don't wake up feeling refreshed, one of these areas is impaired, and it could be the quantity too, so check that out. But if you're getting enough sleep, but you're still waking up feeling groggy, or you're stressed, or you're cranky, having behavior problems, it could be that the quality of your sleep is not great. So try addressing some of these areas, see how it helps you, and it will not only affect your behavior, your mood, your alertness, but it'll also affect any underlying health problems that you have. So it'll keep you healthy, it'll help prevent things, it'll help cure things, possibly, depending on what's going on with you. It's just so important that you get good quality sleep. And if you think about it, it should be a third of our life. Yeah. It's a big part of our life. So you want to make sure you're doing it right. Okay? Yeah. So give your body the time and the attention it needs to heal. We all have things that we need to heal from. You can't avoid everything. So give your body that time and that restoration that it needs every single night. And that's about it. So please follow these tips. I hope it helps you feel better. Please like our video, share our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and sign up for alerts. Visit us at www.facebook.com/Lauren and Tracy. And if you have any questions, concerns, if you're looking for a little bit of Reiki to help address any energy problems or help you relax, if you're looking for a holistic health and wellness coach, or you need a little bit of help detoxifying your home to figure out some of these breathing issues, I can help you with that. I offer 30-minute consultations that are free. So reach out, let us know, alive2thriveot@gmail.com.
And as usual, thank you for being here. We are wishing you physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, and we'll see you next time.